Yo.
Crash and flow.
How you doing, man?
I'm
Got your
doing
beats
well.
on?
I'm doing well. Living still somewhat in. What? Yo, some things are changing though.
Oh,
You just said it, and this like when you said this piece of news. Although I already knew about it, like I felt it down my spine. And then I think 25% of my usage for Instagram
yeah.
was around one sport, which was basketball. The NBA is coming back.
The NBA's coming back. It's time.
Yeah, Adam Silver leading the charge.
At Disney World. He's like, I like it. They're like, we're going to take everybody, your families, we're going to Disney World.
Yeah,
We're going to play basketball.
it's gonna be amazing. All those kids, even the ones that the bench guys, the bench mob and whatnot. They have now they live in life as if
You make it sound like they didn't get to go to Disney World. It's like, we're too poor to get to go to Florida.
Well,
Can't go to
maybe
Florida.
they wouldn't be able to take their entire family or whatnot, right? So just some limiting factors. They put too much towards their investments, and now you're
Yeah.
like, listen, now we have all of Disney World to ourselves. There's no one here except the entire NBA. This might be pretty awesome, man.
I would love to be the basketball player who's so tired of their family by now. That's just like, guys, you guys just stay here and whatever. There's nothing for you guys to do over there. There's nothing to
All
do.
the rides
Disney
are closed.
World, all the rides are closed.
It's a ghost town. Depression is up
yeah.
there.
They put Goofy in a pound. There's
Yeah.
nothing there.
Exactly, yeah.
Donald flew north for the summer.
That's right.
That's what I'd be doing if I was like just to get some time to myself.
Right.
So
I
this is
don't-
what they're doing. They're having the 8th seed play the 9th seed. Normally the cutoff is 8.
Yeah.
But they're having the 8th seed play the 9th seed for a sudden death. Winner goes to the playoffs.
Right. Does that
like
include
that.
Portland? Because what's his
That's
name?
exactly what it does.
All right,
It
because he was so
includes-
pissed off. He's like, I'm not going
They're
to play if I don't have a chance.
And they're like, you know what? Well, let's make it a sudden death. At least get one game out of
Give
Damian.
him something. I hope he
I
said
like
yes
it.
to playing. That.
I'm pretty sure he's playing. If
Okay,
he's in
good.
the running,
All right.
he's into playing, man.
All right.
But yeah, it's good to have some entertainment on TV.
Yeah.
Far and I watched Alita. It was nice.
Alita's great. Alita's
The
one of my
battle
favorite
robot.
like CGI type movies in that
I
realm.
was very surprised how good it is.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a very good amount of writing. Animation's off the charts.
Yeah.
Good amount of girl power. It's like very good. Like this girl does not need a guy.
Right.
And she is not gonna rub it in your face, but it's gonna be there the whole time. You're like,
Right.
this lady.
We get the point,
Yeah.
and you're not force feeding it to us like foie gras. It was good. It was like perfectly executed. I thought it was amazing. The only problem with that movie is
Yeah.
that once when it was getting good, you're like, and then the credits, you're like, well, shit.
Also,
was-
Ed Norton.
Yeah.
He's
He's the bad guy, right?
Yeah, it's just he had no words until they just showed him at the end. I'm like, you've been in this movie the whole time. It was the same thing. Ed Norton loves this shit. He did this in Kingdom of Men.
Okay.
He doesn't show up until like the very end. He's like,
Wait.
I've been Ed Norton the whole time.
Wait. He was in Kingdom of Men?
I don't
Wait.
think he was in Kingdom of Men. He was in that movie with Salahuddin. Is that Kingdom of Men? No,
No, that's-
Kingdom of Paradise.
No. Oh, frick. How can I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that I don't know the name of this movie. Orlando.
Orlando Bloom, Salahuddin, Alexander Siddiq is in this movie. I don't consider myself a nerd.
Kingdom of
maybe
Heaven.
now. Kingdom of Heaven.
Man, that movie's fan-fucking-tastic.
Fantiddly-tastic.
Oh my god.
awesome.
Let me list the reasons why it was amazing. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Leprosy,
All right.
one.
There was that, and it was a portrayal of all people the way how it was. Right? It wasn't like we're gonna make you absolutely evil, although there was some absolutely evil Christians in
yeah.
there, but it was the Crusades. I mean, even the Christians are bad.
Yeah, those guys are... Those are marauders.
Right? So, there's that. The story was great. It is a long movie, so it's one of those things where like you sit there and like you got to be ready for a very long form story. It's like, I think it was almost like 3 hours, which I think is amazing. Music is fantastic. Still to this day, I listen to the entire soundtrack when I'm working. Amazing. Orlando Bloom is great, and he doesn't seem like an elf.
No, it's good.
The entire movie. He's believable
Yeah.
as
It
a,
happens.
like, you know. And then Salahuddin was probably was so cool and had one of the greatest lines ever,
Oh yeah.
which I'm not even sure what it means.
No, it does. It's beyond your comprehension.
That's what it is when he says, because but this thing is that if it was a less believable character or less believable actor, you'd be like, what are you saying? But when he said it, you're like, yeah. Do you remember what the line is? It's like, what is Palestine? And Salahuddin turns around and says, it's nothing. He keeps walking, looks back. It's everything. God damn.
Gotta watch it. Yeah.
Gotta watch that movie. I'm gonna watch that movie again.
Even if you were just slightly annoyed by Yasin saying it, you still have to watch it. Trust me. If you were even still slightly interested, you gotta watch it.
Such a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Man, I pump
Great
things
movie.
up. What are you talking about? People
Yeah.
people watch our like
Oh
every
yeah.
once in a while
People
we
totally message me and they're like, "Hey, I heard you guys talking about this, and I killed myself." No, I don't know what this. I've had people say that.
what?
You know, they've watched. They like,
They
"Hey, I
watch
heard you
with,
guys
like,
talking
something that we
about
talk
this,"
about?
and
Yeah.
or they like go to the jungle cat sanctuary or whatever the case might be.
Yeah. Makes us feel
I'm
good.
like,
Makes us feel good. Watch the
Kind
movie,
of.
you said?
The going somewhere is crazy. I'm like, you went somewhere because you heard me talk about it?
Hey man,
Dude,
you know
that's-
what? If someone you like discovers something that you like and then likes it, then you feel like you've got a bond, right? You feel like, okay, now we both like the thing. It's cool. This is very basic nerd tendencies.
This is how you make friends.
Yeah, it's exactly how it is. This is nerd tendencies, right?
Yeah,
I like
this is
this.
how you
I
bond.
like this thing that I feel is slightly niche, and now I
Right.
want to share it with you because I want you to like it. And then when
Right.
you like it, I feel great that we both like it. And now it's like one more step build towards our friendship.
Yeah, I used to do that with my cousins. I used
Oh,
to
yeah?
like, hey, does your dad hit you too? They were like, yeah. I was like, me too, and we'd be friends.
Then you got friends. Yeah, there we go. You can
Yeah,
bond
yeah.
through trauma, right?
Trauma.
Which is often that's the case,
Yep.
right? I mean, and then you can bond through nerd stuff. I'm assuming one has a less pain attached to it, but that's what it is. It might have been maybe that's where it came from. That whole thing where like soldiers say that I didn't go there to fight, to kill people. I went over there to protect my brother beside me. I'm assuming soldiers all sound like this. So it's like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
didn't go
know
to
any
this-
soldiers?
I didn't go to this Eid party just for me. I did it because my cousin was gonna catch an ass whooping, and I wanted to be there for him.
I like that too. That's good.
That's it. He showed up. That's it. It wasn't the
It's a
biryani. It
lively
wasn't
party.
anything else. He knew something was up.
Yeah.
You know, he kissed his cousin behind the mosque, and then
Whoa.
an uncle saw. So then the uncle reported it, and then told before he actually told the father of the person that was kissing the thing there. He went and told
Okay.
everyone, and then when the uncle eventually came to the father, he said, "Listen, I didn't tell anyone, but I'm just letting you know, right? Your son, instead of praying nafil, you know, he was kissing a girl in the back of the mosque, right? And then that's it. That's it. Who's gonna catch a beating? So
It's gonna catch a beating, so you got to
I
go
was
watch
there.
it.
That's exactly it. You go there for moral support.
Did you just write a screenplay in like in the middle of the podcast? I zoned out for a second and I came back and I was like, "Oh no, we're doing this."
I'm in a movie. I'm in a movie. This is great. You know, something kind of like that happened to me though.
Yeah, you kissed uncle in the
No.
back of the masjid?
No. Yeah, okay, first of all, this is the reason. Okay, I see how you zoned out. You thought I was kissing an uncle. How dare you, brother? All right, so this is a similar story. Okay,
And your beards got tangled up.
so this was pre-beard Yasin. All right, this was goatee Yasin. Right?
Yeah.
This is during high school. You know, went to Square One to hang out with some friends. No, wait, went to go out to EB Games buy something. And on my way out, I figured I would stop by. Remember Jugo? Is it Jugo Juice?
Yeah. Jugo juice.
Right. And I had a friend from school that worked there. Her name was Christine.
Mm-hmm.
And Christine is one of those super hyper bubbly white girls. Positivity, always, 100%. Loves everything. It's like a golden
Yeah.
retriever in white girl form.
I love retrievers.
And I like white girls that look like that act like golden retrievers. Who doesn't? Super
Yeah,
super
you
happy.
say look like golden retrievers. I like white girls. Like, give me my slippers. What? Keep going.
And so you know, I go over there and I'm waiting in line, and then she spots me, and she gets super excited. Now you're in the food court of Square One, so if you want to meet someone, you can. I thought I was just gonna say hi, order a juice I barely drink juice, and then just say hello and that's it. But she got so happy that she left the counter. She went through the back, circled around, entered the main area where everyone else was, and then came and hugged me. Now,
Wow.
I was not expecting this level, and this is square one,
Yeah.
You don't know which auntie is there.
Anybody could have seen it.
You don't know which halakha auntie is there.
How old are you again?
This was high school, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, end of
this
near
makes
high
more
school, end of
sense.
high school. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I felt kind of awkward, but it is what it is. And then I went home. And by the time I went home, my mom's like, "So, where'd you go?" I'm like, the way how she asked that question, I felt like,
How
do I
did
play
you
this?
know? Yeah.
How do I play this? Like, is it really worth trying to do a lie here, or just straight up fess up? I'm like,
What did you do?
What
What
I
did you
do?
say? Because you could say, well, I went to the mall and I
Yeah.
saw a friend who I hadn't seen in a while,
Right.
and we met for a while.
Yeah.
You're like, I hugged a girl. She was white. What level of hell am I going to? Like, what did you say you did? Is what I want to know.
I went with truth, man, because like I didn't want to take a chance, lie blatantly. Clearly, there was a trap here,
Yeah, it's
right?
a
It
trap.
was there was clearly a trap. The way how it was the way how it was being presented to me. So I was like, yeah, old friend, blah blah blah, not dating her.
No, not yet.
Because no, I can't date.
No,
Haram, yo.
she's white. Yeah, haram.
Exactly.
It's like dating a retriever.
Wouldn't it be great though? So anyway, that was that. But
No.
aunties talk, dude. Aunties
Yeah,
talk.
man, they
You know
move-
what's
they
funny?
move quick.
In the halakha, they teach you not to spy. Mind your
Oh,
own
no, no,
business. Cover other
Dude, these
people's
guys-
cover
these
other
guys have
people's
a-
sins.
These guys have a highlighter for rules. They're like, I like this one. I
Yeah,
like this
I don't
one.
like this one at all.
I don't like that one.
Mm-mm.
I don't like that one. Yeah. That's something you notice at a very young age with some religious people. I'm like,
Yeah.
you are the least Muslim person I know, man. Damn it. Just telling on people all the time.
I always like to say this one thing that's kind of serious, but
Yeah.
I like this saying, right?
Okay.
What gets you into heaven isn't good deeds, but is good character. Always remember that, people, especially during these times. Good character.
Yeah. I started liking people who were good people more than that were smart people. At
Yep.
a certain point in my life, I was like, oh, yeah, you actually need good people.
Yeah, 100%.
Because smart people are stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're just not fun to be around, dude.
they're not fun to be around.
Right?
They're not
You,
fun
you
to
want
be
you got a good person, and you can tell right off the bat. You'd be like, once when you meet someone, you feel like you get a good vibe from that person, right? Also,
Yeah.
here's the thing. What do you think about this, brother? What do you think
Yep.
about this? The more problematic your childhood was, whatever that might be, we'll leave that thing. But if you navigate it, you get on the other side. You become you seem to be a pretty okay person, somewhat balanced. Your emotional intelligence is pretty high because you spend a lot of time just trying to figure out the vibe of people as a thing. What do you think about that? Where do you think your emotional intelligence came from? Do you think it was that, or it was just you training yourself?
Oh, no, I think for me, it was just meeting with weirder and weirder people or people whose brains worked differently than mine all throughout life.
Yeah.
And I think you start to understand yourself and other people through those interactions.
Interesting.
In my opinion.
Right.
From, yeah, and then other than that, like you have moments of hardship and you learn from those.
Right.
So I think, and then you like analyzing it, whether it's the therapist or yourself. So I would say those would be the main things. I don't know what you were looking for. If you were like this book, like I don't know, but
No, it's just
okay.
sometimes the vibe at home is one way, and then you're like you start picking up on it because you're constantly just trying to like navigate in a way that reduces your anxiety, reduces your worries, that type of thing. So you just kind of start figuring out. Now it comes to a point, but you know what? It gets hyperactive, right? Because sometimes you'd be texting someone, and then they just reply back with an okay, and you're like, wow, that was really dismissive.
Yeah.
Like, do they like did I make you mad?
Do they hate me?
Right? That happens so many times to me. I'm like, wait, hold on. And then I'll start counting, like, we've been messaging back and forth, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Now what?
I don't even know how you get clarification. I'm lucky, man. I didn't have to deal with any of that. I don't think I barely got ghosted for the most part compared to how you do it now.
Yeah, no, it's not girls. I'm just saying like, just regular people. I've been talking to a dude, and all of a sudden be like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, I meant ghosted in any sense. Yeah, you're talking to somebody, you're getting some back and forths,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was like, hey, where'd you go? I thought we were talking, not mailing. Like, what happened?
But yeah. Anyway, that's the hyperactive brain. I wanted to show you something, brother.
Show
With regards to animals, I want to show you
Nice.
the coolest parrot. I don't know why the media didn't expose us to this parrot, because this is obviously the coolest parrot there is. And also, I call into question all of these people who put parrots on the shoulders of colorful parrots on the shoulders of pirates. So you have a fearsome pirate, okay? He doesn't have an eye, all right? He has a hook for a hand.
This is a beautiful animal.
He might be part ghost if you believe in Pirates of the Caribbean. And then they have like a nice colorful parrot. But what about the Dracula parrot? All right, I
Is
put it on
this what
screen
this thing
over
is
here.
called?
It's called the Dracula Parrot, buddy.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's the coolest parrot ever. For a couple
It's a
reasons.
beautiful animal.
For a couple of reasons. One, obviously the name, amazing, right? Because
Yeah.
you can, what name could you call your carrot? Nope, parrot. And then number two,
Nah. We're switching subjects. What name would you call your parrot, which is your dick? No, I'm kidding. Let's continue with your line of thought. Then.
Mujahideen? No, all right.
I don't think you call your dick a mujahideen. I don't know what it's doing down there. Maybe
It's fighting the good fight, bro. It's,
all right, no, I'm gonna let you segue in or out. Whatever you want to do, I'll just stop now.
Fighting,
Also named
staying on
Mujahideen.
staying on the straight and narrow.
Like mujahideens. All right.
All right. Back to parrots, which
Yeah, I
seems really
apologize.
uninteresting at this point. Anyway, I just think that's a cool parrot, and the next
That
pirate
is a
movie
cool
should
parrot.
have a Dracula parrot.
Yeah, I had a parrot. Did you have a parrot growing
You
up?
had a parrot?
I had a parrot growing up in Pakistan until the age of 9.
Okay, a legitimate parrot or a budgie?
Oh no, like a green $3,000 parrot
Holy
that they have in
shnikes.
Pakistan. Yeah, it's I could probably send you a picture. They're very common and beautiful in Pakistan. Hold
Is
on.
it a macaw?
Yeah, it's I'll send you a picture.
For sale. All right.
Yeah,
Kijiji's putting up macaws for sale.
it's this one. It took me no time to find a picture. All I had to do was Google Pakistan parrot,
Oh,
and he's like, "Yeah, we know which one."
all
I just
right.
sent it to you.
Oh, okay. I see it. Oh, this parrot is like a walking avocado.
Yeah, exactly. This is an avocado with like a nice neck bracelet on, a
Right,
black
right,
one.
right.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
standard.
It's adorned. Yeah.
A
at that.
nice red beak, and they talk. Like
Yeah,
they
yes.
can learn how to talk pretty well. So yeah, they eat nuts and
What was
fruits and stuff.
What was your carrot's name?
It's called Mittu Bete, which is probably like the same thing as naming your dog Spot or something. It's like what everybody's parrot is called.
Mitu Bete?
I don't know what to tell you. I think it literally means like something around parrot and sun.
Yeah, Bete is like beta, right?
Yeah,
Sun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mittu
Bird son?
Bete. Yeah, bird.
It's a bird son.
Man, that sounds way more depressing. You know what's funny is like if you type in Pakistani parrot, the first thing is a parrot, and the second thing is a drone.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah,
alright.
that's what they would call it, right? Oh no, is it an army drone or is it just one of those regular photography drones?
No, just regular drone, dude.
Okay, that'd be scary.
That would be scary. That's how popular drones are.
Yeah, well-
Pakistani parrot.
I don't want to take this into a dark place. I don't
I
wanna
could
take
tell. Yeah, it seems like I'm not gonna take it there, but Obama. Anyways, man, the weather's getting nice. You got any plans? You doing anything?
No, man.
There's I actually want to try to go canoeing over the weekend, or at least bicycle riding, if not canoeing.
Okay.
The bicycling of the
Yeah, you started
ground.
up there and you went, and if we're not trying to aim for the fucking stars over here, at least some cycling.
Dude, there's a canoe rentals like right in front of where we live
Mm-hmm.
for the lake, so it's pretty. Yeah, we should go. We should do it.
I wouldn't
Well,
mind
once
doing that at all.
When things change a little bit.
Yeah, no, for real. Hey, man, I need to take a pause. I'll be right back.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to urinate.
Age.
You were asking about the weather, and then you started talking about canoeing. And I always wanted to do some sort of like kayaking. I don't know about canoeing. Canoeing felt a little deliverancy. You know. I feel like I might be. I think I might become a racist if I sit in a canoe. I feel like it's the vehicle of the redneck.
It's fun, man. It's dangerous too. I've tipped over a canoe. Kayaks are a bit harder to tip over,
Okay,
but I think
you tipped over, or you were in a canoe that tipped over.
No, I've never tipped over somebody's canoe, but I was in a canoe that tipped over, and it turned all the way around in like one swift.
Right. Which
swoop.
bastard? What did the idiot do that caused the canoe to go over?
All three of us were racing another canoe, and we all went on the one side. We all went left, and at that time there was also like a boat that had gone by us making a wave, and we just made a perfect storm to just tip over right at that second. I didn't even think you could tip those things over in a flat lake.
Yeah.
But yes, you can.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, sorry. I guess that's not an odd question. A lot of brown people don't.
No, you see, here's the deal. I thought everyone
I got
swam.
offended. I was like, how dare you?
I thought everyone swam.
Yeah.
Because, when I go to the ocean, all I see is brown people. Right?
Yeah.
Because I'd only go to Mauritius. I would only go to the beaches in Mauritius, and there's only brown people there. And obviously white people. But, like, I just figured it was everyone did learn that.
Yeah.
Turns out, no.
Not everyone. It's odd. It's easy to learn.
See, that's thing, though. I don't think so. I just recently went on a trip. Okay, here's one of these things, right? Yeah, I understand. I deal with anxiety, so I understand when things get people worried. I understand worry. I respect people who are worried. Those are my people, and then But here's the deal: I've never been worried being in the ocean, never. Even when I'm like in Mauritius, there's some beaches that even when you get close to the ropes, you're full like 15 feet deep. Like you don't touch the sand at all. You got to dive down and swim and touch the ground. So never bothered me, even though you can't see the bottom of the ocean. And so it was hard for me to understand why someone would have a problem being in the ocean when the water only came up to their waist. But I was with friends that legitimately seemed incredibly uncomfortable being in water that they could stand up in.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. Like you try to get them to like, oh, just don't worry, I'm right here. Try to do a couple strokes or do something that any level of horizontal and whatnot, and this instant panic in their eyes, like because for them, water is something that you die in.
Right.
And that's all they've learned.
I just can't imagine like making myself that vulnerable. You know what I mean? Is that that would make it so easy to die. Like it's just water. Water can kill you. Yeah. While there's water everywhere, you should get in there and learn how to swim. And it's not that hard. Even if what's the worst case scenario? Being negatively buoyant. That's probably a tough one to deal with.
Aren't black people more negatively buoyant?
How dare you?
Yeah, no.
Right now you're gonna bring that up? Right now? Make your
I think there's specific races that don't float well.
No, that's true. You don't have to type that out. It's absolutely true that black men specifically are more likely to be negatively buoyant for some reason. Bone density.
Okay. All right, cool.
What's the internet telling you?
It's definitely saying no, it's just this. It's definitely just like specifically just black people, African American, and wait, hold on a second. They also have European white males that can't do it either. That's weird. Hold on a second. 26 male swimmers, 13 black and 13 white, matching age, weight, stature, subject to comparison of the horizontal.
This is such a small sample size.
And vertical buoyancies. Subject were tested. And
Are we talking about 13 black men and 13 white men?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about? No, not good enough.
However, there were differences in body fat and buoyancies, with a white storing more fat and having better buoyancies than black people. Okay, so this study seems very bad. Okay, but apparently it's a Jim Crow lie. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Maybe they can. Who knows? I mean,
I heard David Goggins talk about it.
okay, what did David Goggins say?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I can't float at all.
No, he's negatively buoyant.
Okay.
It makes it very
Right,
hard
no,
for
no,
him
I
to-
do remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just David Goggins. David Goggins
Yeah.
is probably, he's being weighed down by his massive balls.
Yeah. I thought about that for a second, and then I was like,
I mean, that makes sense for those
my
people who
audio
don't
just
know
might
who
have- might
David
have gone
Goggins
out,
is.
dude. I got too happy.
Okay. Anyway, for
All right,
those
I can
people
hear
who don't know who David Goggins is, just watch any video. We've spoken about him a couple of times on the podcast. That guy is an incredible human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very inspirational. The type of person you're like, oh, that's a real person. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
that's it.
It works. It works.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this is a lie or not, but wouldn't it be on a scale? You know? Like a buoyancy across a scale of color. So, the lighter skin you are, the more you float. I wonder if that's a thing. But that doesn't make any sense, right? Because people from Hawaii,
Yeah.
the native people over there, they all surf and they're fine. I'm pretty sure they're positively buoyant.
Yeah. No, I don't think it has anything to do with pigmentation. I think it has to do with density.
Density of bone.
Yeah, I don't think skin color has anything to do with how you float. Right? Why would it?
I don't know.
I like it,
Apparently
though.
it's a Jim Crow lie. It's just one more thing. I was like, what white people is making up that one? Right? It's like the black people are violent, or like when they smoke marijuana, they become more violent and they will rape white women. Also, they can't float. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's,
Like, who threw that one in? I got to read more on this. I got to educate
It's probably
myself.
something a scientist, like, who was studying stuff kind of like said, hey, this is something I found. And everybody's like, you are a racist, Jim Crow. And then he was discredited.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk to my friend. I'm gonna talk to Antoine. We gotta check with Antoine, because Antoine currently right now.
I knew immediately, like, I got to talk to my friend. And it's just like immediate, like, it's Antoine.
No, because the reason why I bring it up is because Antoine's like, everything that I can't do or I couldn't do, I'm going to make sure my kid can do, right? So, like, ice skating, kids doing ice skating. Swimming, kids doing swimming. He's doing, like, basically Antoine's, like, is just making his kid into, like, a mini superhero.
That's cool.
Right? So,
I
I got to ask if he sees...
Kids
if
doing
sees it-
magic.
Yeah.
He's doing magic. He's on stilts.
Right?
He's like, Dad, I don't want to do any of these things. He's like, trust me, son. You're gonna have all the superpowers.
Next, you're going to see him, like, the youngest contestant on Iron Chef.
He's like 7 years old. He's doing intermittent fasting. Like, Dad, I don't want to. He's like, trust me,
Do you know
son.
how?
You'll.
Right? Yes. You've been training abs. We need to be able to see it. The only way we can
Yeah.
see it is you don't eat too much.
Yeah, get on that unicycle and put on this telescope. I don't know. I got out of hand there. Sorry. I don't know.
Anyway, so all right, I'll do some research for the better for our listeners, and come back
Will you now?
with.
I believe you, Ben. I believe you.
To answer your question that you asked about 30 minutes ago or 20, what am I doing this weekend? I'm gonna be working on the car. Okay, I'm gonna do some man shit. So I got to do that. There's some things I got to replace and whatnot. So that's gonna be fun. Basically, cars are just adult-sized Legos, so that's fun. Doing some barbecue today, and then I started to run, bro. I wanted to talk to you about running.
Yeah?
I don't
I'm here.
hate it anymore.
Okay, tell me why, man. Because I wouldn't mind not hating running, but I've generally disliked it.
Okay. The main reason why I hate running is because when I would run, and then when I come back home, my knees, my hip, my back, and my ankles would hurt.
That's a lot of
whole
your
lot.
bodies. Yeah.
And specifically my ankle. And for all this time, people have been saying, doctors and podiatrists, the foot doctors, but they're not actually doctors because they don't need to have a medical degree. Anyway, they said it was because of my flat feet. That's the reason why all of this hurts. But it turns out, brother, it wasn't. It's actually how I run. Okay, and the thing is that this is just a happy coincidence on how this kind of like fixed up for me. So during jiu-jitsu, in the beginning you do a little bit of running around the mats, and then you do your stretches and stuff like that. But when you're running barefoot. And you're barefoot when you're running on the mat. When you run barefoot, you tend not to land on your heel. You run differently. True. You just run differently when you're running barefoot. Just because naturally you feel like, ow, this is really hurting my heel when I land on my heel. So you just avoid landing on your heel altogether. So 2 years of jiu-jitsu, and during that time I never did any cardio apart from like at the beginning of class, and I would run that way. And so when I picked up running just recently, just because the regular workouts at home was kind of sucky, I just made a decision to run the way how I was running in jiu-jitsu class. And now, no pain, no ankle pain, no knee pain, no back pain, no hip pain, nothing. And
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, so the only thing that really gets tired is my cardiovascular system, but not all of my ligaments, bones, and joints and stuff, and I don't feel like an old person.
Can you break down, and it's probably just 3 steps or something, like exactly how your foot lands now?
Yes,
and
of course.
The proper way?
Yeah. So first of all, my strides are much shorter, right? So I do many strides that are quick and smaller, because when you overextend your stride, you will naturally land on your heel. So shorter strides. And then I land on my toes, and then my rest of my foot will touch the ground. So my heel will actually touch, but it'll just tap the ground, and I'm already onto the next on the next step, right? So toes first, or slightly mid foot first. The heel touches the ground, just taps the ground, and we're moving forward. And the reason why, this is a couple of things that's important here. First of all, if you land on your heel, your
decelerating.
Thank you. Yes, you're doing that, which doesn't make any sense. You want to maintain a forward motion, and your ankle, knees are supposed to absorb your up and down motion. So it's like your shocks, and it's supposed to do that work. But you take away their ability to do that work if you land on your heel. So another way for you to do this is just simply go outside, take off your shoes, and then run barefoot on concrete. 2 strides in, you cannot touch the ground with your heel because it's going to hurt you a lot. And then you will actually just naturally change the way how you run just by avoiding being hurt. So smaller strides,
you know what?
Toes first.
I might look into. I don't have any concrete to run on. I live in Toronto. And not going outside, stepping on a needle, because that's. I don't want to interrupt what you were just saying because it was very interesting. I saw 3 foxes this week.
Okay, no, this is interesting too. You saw foxes. I love that nature is taking it back.
I hadn't ever seen a fox, and I've seen coyotes. I saw a bat. I saw a homeless guy running after an owl. From what I thought,
okay.
I hadn't seen foxes
owl.
yet. Oh, dude, owls are stupid. They're just trying to eat homeless people for all I know. Like, they're crazy. So Farah and I are right under our building, and we just saw a dude with his dog, and we're like, okay, that's a cute dog. And then in the shadows, you can see there's an animal that is moving like a cat, but is much bigger. And immediately, Farah's like, what's this? And it just keeps coming forward towards us, and it's a fox. Comes towards us, makes a left, gets in a bush, and we're like, wow, I should have recorded that.
Yeah.
Keep walking, another fox. Probably a sibling or. Like,
how do you know this? It's not the same fox that just kind of like circled back. It's like,
because
you wanted to record me?
You
want to check this out?
Yeah. Because get this one goes where that fox went, and another one showed up. Right. Unless there's one fox just doing this.
I think he's patrolling, man. I think he was looking for his moment to be captured and put on Instagram.
Yeah. So that was the night of the big thunderstorm 2 nights ago.
Okay. Ooh, that was crazy.
And then yesterday we were up here in the balcony, and Farah was like just hanging out in the balcony. She's like, look, a fox. I came in. There's a fox. There's a dude making a recording of the fox, just following the fox.
Right.
So, 4 foxes in 2 days.
That's awesome, man. I really hope that nature just continues to get bold. Yeah. Even though Trudeau is he's starting to open things up. I hope that also like whoever is the prime minister for animals is also saying, listen, it's time for us to like deploy our stage 2.
Right.
And their stage 2 is like, we need to get these grizzlies back, right?
Yeah.
For too long,
I would
they've
like
been
it
pushed,
if they
pushed
would
into
just-
the mountains.
At the very least, just go with like, we're taking the islands back. We'll take all the islands back now. Thank you very
Right,
much.
Porter Airport,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. It's now
Yeah,
called,
exactly.
It's called Grizzly Island now.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. They're like, how did that get? How did
How
that
did they get
animal-
there?
how
They
is
got
there
there
a
by the
bison
ferry.
here?
They got there by the ferry.
Yeah.
They took the ferry. They took the ferry hostage.
It looks like they took the whale. How did the whale get in the lake? It looks like it took eagles. We don't know what's happening, sir.
Can you imagine whales are going through Welland Canal so that they can get into various lakes?
That
Wait,
would be
hold on.
hilarious.
Is that a thing? Yo, that could be a thing.
That
You
could
just
be
get
a
like
thing.
moving whales from like so they because like obviously you can't a whale can't go over a fall. It can't go over Niagara Falls and move from
No.
whatever body of water it is to. Man, I've been to Niagara Falls for so long. I don't remember what two lakes are there. Is it Erie and Ontario? Whatever. But anyway, that'd be amazing.
That would
be
be
amazing.
cool.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
feel like
I'm-
whales would enjoy something like Niagara Fall. Possibly, it'd be like they're they're like they go there to like, hey, let's go for a dive. Let's go to Niagara Falls.
Oh, okay. Wow. I was thinking more of like a shower for them, right? They got barnacles on and stuff like this, so they pull up close to the shower because they're on the bottom, right? And they
Yeah.
just let the water hit them, clean.
It
off
says
the
a lot about our
barnacles.
personalities.
I like to be clean. You like to take
You're
risks
like,
and jump
they
off.
get clean. I was like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Anyways,
That was good.
sorry.
That made me happy thinking about whales. I
It
like
was
whales.
nice, man. I
like
like whales.
whales.
What's not to like?
All right, I got some things to do, so I'm gonna call it right here. That's
Nice.
it.
What episode was this?
2, 3, 8.
238.
Yeah,
It's a good number.
It is a good number. It is a good
Yeah,
number.
I
Thanks for
like it.
hanging with us. Wait, what are you saying? Say it.
I said I like it.
All right, cool. Why don't you do a wave with your two hands like you normally do for babies? All right, there we go. This has been episode 238 of Crash and Flow. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be healthy. We love you all. Good night.
Yo.